What has your pet accidentally conditioned you to do? My cat Oliver trained me to sleep with one hand hanging off the bed, and that's how I caught someone breaking into my house at 3 a.m. It started when Oliver was just a kitten. Every night, he'd paw at my dangling hand until I pet him. For 2 years, I couldn't fall asleep unless my arm was hanging down, waiting for his soft fur. One night, instead of Oliver's fur, I felt human hair. My eyes shot open, but I kept my breathing steady, pretending to be asleep. Someone was crouched beside my bed. In the dim light from my window, I could make out a man wearing all black, going through my bedside drawer. My heart was pounding so hard I thought he'd hear it. Oliver wasn't in his usual spot. That should have been my first clue something was wrong. The intruder's head was right under my hanging hand. I had two choices: scream and hope the neighbors heard, or do something really stupid. I chose stupid. I grabbed a fistful of his hair and yanked as hard as I could. He yelped and fell backward. I rolled off the other side of the bed, taking my phone with me. The guy scrambled up, but his hoodie caught on my lamp, pulling it down with a crash. "Get out!" I screamed, already dialing 911. "I have a gun!" I didn't, but he didn't know that. He bolted for the door. I heard him stumbling down the stairs, knocking things over. That's when I noticed something odd. He wasn't going for the front door. He was heading for my basement. The 911 operator was asking for my address when I heard a familiar voice from downstairs. "Babe, what's all that noise?" My blood ran cold. That was Greg's voice. Greg, my boyfriend of 8 months, who I'd given a key to last week. Greg, who was supposed to be on a business trip to Boston. I crept to the top of the stairs, phone still pressed to my ear. "There's someone in my house," I whispered to the operator. I think I know who it is." Greg's voice floated up again. "Damn it, Patrick, you were supposed to wait until she took her sleeping pills." My hand shook. Patrick, Greg's work friend who'd been over for dinner twice, who'd used my bathroom both times, right next to my bedroom, where I kept my prescription sleep aids. They'd been casing my house, learning my routine. Greg knew I had a safe in my closet, knew that's where I kept my grandmother's jewelry, worth nearly $50,000. The operator was saying something about police being 4 minutes away. I heard drawers opening downstairs. They were looking for something. Then I remembered. Oliver. He always slept under my bed. During all this chaos, he hadn't made a sound. I crouched down to check. There was Oliver, crammed against the wall, fur puffed up. Next to him was Greg's phone, open to a text conversation. Found her sleep schedule. Takes pills at 11 p.m. Out cold by 11:30. Safe combination is 51 24 39. Clean job, in and out. I heard footsteps on the stairs. Greg's voice was closer now. "Babe, you okay up there?" I grabbed Oliver and locked myself in the bathroom. Through the door, I heard Greg's footsteps in my bedroom. "Come on out, sweetheart. Patrick's gone. It was just a misunderstanding." Police sirens wailed in the distance. Greg started pounding on the bathroom door. "Open up! We can talk about this!" Oliver hissed. Something he'd never done before. A warning. I heard a metallic sound. Greg was trying to pick the lock. The sirens got louder. Red and blue lights flashed through my window. Greg's footsteps thundered down the stairs. The front door slammed. When the police arrived, they found my back door kicked in. Greg and Patrick were gone, but Greg's phone was still under my bed. Those texts led to 4 arrests. Turns out they'd robbed 6 other women the same way. Greg would date them, gain their trust, learn their routines. I changed my locks, installed cameras, got an actual gun, and learned to use it. But I still sleep with one hand hanging off the bed, because every night Oliver checks on me.